direction. Just where we'll point that bow, nobody knows. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be feast or famine. So sit your ass back and enjoy the Big John Show. Let it go! Watch that stump over.
Alright, welcome back, lifers. In today's video, we're going to be back into the, what I like to call the bait cave, I guess. Kind of like your man cave, but my bait cave. But today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different and showing y'all why, you don't necessarily have to go the big money route on the bait making. I mean, you can just get you some stuff, and you can actually take and use, like, your old plastics. You can remelt those down and make new baits out of them. Ones that have been used and all tore up, you just store them up, wait till you get enough, melt them down. It's better to kind of keep some of the same colors together because they bleed. I'm sure you people, anybody that fishes and uses plastics kind of knows that some plastics bleed. But, and even with when you're melting it down, you kind of want to keep the colors pretty similar. I mean, you can do some random stuff, but you get too random with it, all stuff kind of starts to turn brown or kind of weird. Or not that brown's bad, it just usually turns like a poop brown, not like a green pumpkin brown, not like a good brown. But so today what we're going to be bringing y'all is basically taking some old used baits and repurposing them and making brand new ones, which I think is pretty cool. Which we'll show y'all. Kind of, we already kind of piled it up and got it all set up, that way we could show y'all. But we're going to flip it around here and show y'all these piles. And so, don't let me get in the light. But we kind of got like a watermelonish with some green pumpkin vibe in there. Got some black and blue. And then this is where I said you can get a little bit weird with it. So we took some of the like colors that have some weird pearl effects or anything kind of neat in it. Blue highlights. This is just a solid white. But like these have a little bit of weird color in them too, these swim baits. So we just kind of got that to see what it concocts. We never know, it could be some poop brown or it could turn out really good. But we got your classic black and blue, and then we got like a watermelon-y mixture. So what we'll do is we'll probably start off with the watermelon one and just work our way through. But we'll take these, chop them up, toss them into this cup right here. Throw them in the microwave, and I think today we're going to be shooting pretty much just some worms out of it, just kind of see what we can make out of it. I don't know how much we're going to be able to make out of all this. It seems like we'll be able to make quite a bit out of all of it. But obviously you got sprues, you got a little bit of extra stuff that the plastic has to fill up. So we're not going to get the exact, but you get to reuse baits, you get to save money on baits, you get to use, maybe you make a new color that you like, and if you ever save up enough of those, you can remelt them down again and make that color. Or you can buy the stuff to be able to make that color because you knew what colors you mixed together. So what we're going to do is get those chopped up, thrown in the cup, and get in the microwave and get this rolling for you guys. Alright, and just a little tip for you guys, when you're taking them and putting them in the cup, you kind of want to take and break them. You don't want real big chunks, that way it all kind of melts evenly. So you want to sit here and kind of break everything up. You don't have to break it super small unless you just want to. But like, I'm just going to tear all the tails off, tear all the little appendages off, and then kind of break up the chunks and get them in here. And that's just to kind of help it. You don't heat up one bit of plastic too fast over the other. You kind of get an even heat up through it all. That way you don't have anything mess up. Now, one thing about remelting the plastics is a lot of times, because the salt is in there, when you go to remelt plastics, that salt gathers moisture, so you'll probably notice there will be a lot of bubbles in these, which we're not real worried about. We can stir most of them out, get most of them out, and bubbles won't be too much of an issue. But we're gonna hopefully get as much of the bubbles and stuff out as we can, and pretty much just shoot the best baits that we can with what we have. That way it's not a waste, because a lot of these are used. Some of them aren't. Some of them were just one in a package or something. They got wet, whatever. I set them out and just never ended up getting new packages and didn't really have nothing to do with that one. So let me make a new bait out of it. And we're going to do all of these in a worm. So all these different baits will actually make a different worm in a sense. So, and who don't like a curly tail worm? So we got it all broke up. We're going to throw it in the microwave. One thing that I do want to mention while that is about ready to come out the microwave is that with messing with big brand plastics and not getting a home brand or like a safer no phthalate type plastic, it's better to wear a mask. It's good to wear a mask with even the at home do it stuff compared, well, not compared, but it's better to wear a mask, especially with the stuff that you buy from stores or might be remelting, because you never know what they used, what's in it, all that. I mean, we all know it's plastic, but what type, you don't know. You don't know what's in it. It tends to smoke up a little more. I think some of it does tend to be steam from all the moisture, but it does tend to smoke up more. But we're going to get this out of the microwave and kind of show y'all what it looks like. And remember, mask. You usually want to wear gloves. I only have one glove right now, but that's what we're going to do. So we'll get this out of the microwave, but always wear your mask and a glove. Alright guys, so we kind of got like a watermelon-y, green pumpkinish vibe go. Oop, I poured a little bit out, but we kind of got, which is on this board, it's not going to tell as well because the board's brown on the back side, but we kind of got a well, you can see it on the side of the cup. Kind of got a green pumpkin watermelonish vibe going on. So we're going to make sure that that's up to temp before we shoot it, but we're going to shoot it into the worm mold. So we'll throw it back in for maybe 10-15 seconds, make sure it's up to temp, and we're going to shoot it for you guys. Alright, so we're pulling it out the microwave. We're going to check it. I'm just going to check by stir. I'm not going to temp gun it. It seems about the right temperature to me. It might be a little warm, so we'll sit here and stir it for a second because it's a little warm. Cool it down a little bit. Don't want to cool it too much, but want to make sure it's stirred nicely. We're going to take it over here and shoot, which I need a glove on like I've been telling y'all. So let's put that glove on. Let's get over here and shoot this. Hopefully that's on it good. We're going to make sure. Yep. We're going to grab the injector. We're going to suck as much of that as we can up. We're going to go straight into the mold. These molds, they do not need clamps. They have these little tightening knobs, so you can clamp them down just like that. Alright, so hopefully that came out alright. Hopefully y'all can see everything alright. These molds are a little bit cooler than I thought they were. So, along with the injector, so it kind of cooled the plastic. I might have should have just went ahead and left it a little bit warm. That way it didn't cool all this, that way this aluminum didn't cool all the plastic off. So hopefully we got some good shoots. They felt pretty alright. We topped them off good. See, we got them pretty topped off, and like I said, they got these little tightening knobs that you can cinch them down with. But it's two different molds, but we shot them right together, and we topped them off. See, they kind of start to suck a little bit in. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but right there it sucks a little bit in, sucks down. As it sucks that warm, cooling plastic down, y'all can kind of hopefully see that. But, and it's got that kind of watermelonish, or what was that one color? I think Bass Pro Shops made it. It was Christmas tree. I used to really like that color. I think one of my bigger fish came on that color too. So we're gonna let those cool off. It shouldn't take too long, and we'll pull them out. Alright, so we're gonna try to bust these out of the molds for you guys. Hopefully y'all can see everything alright. As you can see, we're just gonna take and untwist these. Let's see what we got. Oh, they came out on that side. We got a pretty nice, like, watermelonish color there. Hopefully y'all can see that and it's focusing alright. We got a pretty nice watermelon color. We'll take it over to the sun and show y'all. But we'll slide that just like that. Slid it on the tail. Let's see if we can go take it to the sun and show y'all just a little bit. We'll lay it over here by these. So, or we'll hold them up. They might look better. But as you can see, we kind of got that watermelon. Hopefully y'all can see it alright. But we got a watermelon, kind of maybe a green pumpkinish vibe in there. A pretty nice watermelonish color towards the tails for sure. But it's got that red, that green, a little bit of black, quite a bit of black flake, but a little bit of red and green in it. Looks real nice. I think somebody could catch a real big fish on these for sure. But that's how these came out. We're gonna turn back around and we're gonna whip up some of the black and blue, which everybody knows, the trusty old black and blue. Anytime that water gets stained or anything, it's even good in clear water at times. But we'll get some of that heated up in a cup, mixed up, and ready to go for you guys. And we'll see kind of how much we can get out of all this too, which I'm not, I mean, I'm going to shoot another round of these probably. Hopefully. I think I can. I think I got another plastic to shoot a little bit more of these. So we'll go ahead and do that off camera, and then we'll go ahead and get onto those. Alright guys, so we got the black and blue all broke up and mixed up in the cup. We're going to get that tossed into the microwave for you guys. Alright guys, so we're pulling it out the microwave. Where's my glove? There we are. I think we're just about ready. Feels pretty good to me. So we're going to go ahead and roll with it. So we're going to take it. We're going to stick the injector in. You want to get a nice pull up. You don't want to pull super fast. That way you're not trying to pull air into it. And you just want to take, when you put it on there, put it in good. And a slow, easy press down. And then when you pull it off, you just want to take it and pull it off. Let whatever come up with it. And fill it all the way back to the top. Fill it up because it's going to suck some into it. And then you want to move on to the next one. And then it's just rinse and repeat. You do the same thing with the next one. You get it, you pull up, and you top it off. And I like to go back and top them both off just a little bit before shooting the rest of it back into the cup, just to ensure that they have enough plastic. So, we got those shot. We're going to let those cool off, and we'll get right back with y'all when those are cooled off. So, there we go. Alright, should be nice and cooled off by now. So we're going to bust this one open. See what we got rolling. Oh, they all stuck to that side again. But I'm sure, as you guys can tell, it's a nice black and blue. I mean, pretty generic. We'll go show it in the sun too real quick. But everybody knows the trusty old good black and blue. So, there we go. Got a nice black and blue. I think there was a bait in there that had a little bit of purple, so y'all might catch a purple flake every once in a while in there. So, but got a nice generic black and blue. We're going to open the other mold and continue to shoot those. See how many of those we can shoot for y'all. That way we kind of know how many we got out of all of this. But we're going to take this, throw this piece back in after we pop the worms off, and continue melting. Alright guys, so we got the concoction of all the cool holographic looking pearlescent colors all thrown into this one. It's not nearly as much as either of the other ones, but we'll heat these up and at least get a shot or two of them. So we're going to toss those in the microwave for you guys. Alright guys, so like I said, some of them can end up coming out a little bit weird. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but it kind of came out a brownish gray. But you can see that that one that had that purple, I think it was that lizard, like a purple and green or something lizard. It did bring a bit of purple highlight. I don't know how well y'all can see that in there. If I move it around, y'all can probably see it. But it brought that purple highlight out. But it's just kind of this weird gray, maybe slight bit of brown to it, but mostly like a gray. Some of them you have are a fail. Some of them are successes. Some of them, like the black and blue, you just know are going to turn out. These, I was a little skeptical. They might turn a little bit funky of a green or something, but you never know. But this was definitely the failure of the group. I don't know how bad. We're going to still shoot it into the worm and see. But we're not going to show us shooting it we're just gonna shoot this into the worm and pull it out for you guys. Alright guys, it should be cooled off good enough. So, we're gonna open her up for you. Pull that little piece off. And they always seem to stick to this side. So a little bit more of that purple highlight came through than I thought. I don't know how well y'all can see it. But it still kind of came out a poopy gray brown with a little bit of purple highlight. But we're going to go ahead and just toss these over with the pile of the other ones. You never know. Probably won't end up using these, but we'll see. So. Alright guys, so here's a spread of everything we got today, starting with where we started with the war watermelons, to the black and blues, to the last color we just did that didn't turn out so well. But hopefully y'all enjoyed taking old baits, making them into brand new ones that you can fish with, that are perfectly usable and look absolutely amazing. Look, you can even see a few of those purple flakes off through there. We'll go over to the watermelon side and go off through those. Like I said, this one obviously didn't turn out all that well, but still looks pretty cool. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. We were glad to bring y'all this video. We thought it was a pretty cool idea. That way, if you didn't want to get into the bait making idea of it and just go all out and buy colors and all that, maybe you just want to repurpose the baits that you use, which is a completely viable option in bait making. You can go buy baits off the shelves and then buy you a mold or two that you like and basically refurbish the baits that you've used, the ones that you've torn up, and you can save over time that the fish don't sling off into the water or whatever. Just take you a coffee can, anything like that, throw them in that coffee can when you get done with them, throw the lid on it, take it out, take them to your stuff, melt them down, and shoot you some baits. So hope you enjoyed. Remember, like and subscribe. We'll bring you more bait making tips and anything like that. We got some fishing just coming right around the corner, so hopefully we'll get y'all some fishing videos too. But remember, like and subscribe. We hope y'all enjoyed. Alright guys, for the true lifers that stuck around even after that, we got something pretty exciting. So what we're going to do is, we're going to actually give, I don't think we'll necessarily give these away unless in the comments you say to give even the funky color away. We'll call it the funky color. If y'all want me to give these away too, we'll add them with these. But we're going to give all these away to one of y'all. So, as one of the dedicated viewers that watched the video all the way to the end, even after we did the closeout, me and Big John have been talking, and we're going to try to find a way to be able to give back to y'all. So, once we get this figured out, which should be pretty quick, I'll be talking back and forth with him a little bit here and there, but we'll get this figured out, and we'll get the ball rolling on a giveaway. But remember, like, subscribe, and stick around, because there's plenty more bait making and plenty more fishing and plenty more giveaways to come around. So remember, if you really do enjoy us, like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.